to go click on my phone. That's silly. Absolutely silly. Are those tacos good?
Yeah.
I made them with love. Huh?
No spit.
A little bit.
That's why these. I have a question.
Is that why it's so good?
Do you think for school I could use a mouse because sometimes I run with my computer and sometimes I can move my mouse even whenever I'm moving?
Oh, how about you tell the school?
I did.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I want you taking the mouse to school.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
There's some
Okay.
stuff she has it.
We'll have to see. What's up, y'all? Sorry, fielding some questions from the audience here. You're not my audience? Oh, you're my kids. Okay.
Kid one.
The kid audience, my home audience, in-home audience. I need some like house. No.
It used to just like paper and just say flat and every time it showed up.
All right. Sorry, y'all. We're just having a little fun here. Kids were wrapping up, eating dinner. Yeah. Oh, what a day. Listen, we're gonna be talking about a 2-hour workday, and let's normalize dads making money in the online space because it is it is heavy with the women, right? There's a lot of ladies in the online space making money, and I think, like, just my personal take on it, I think it's just a mindset thing. And we'll break that down here in a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna turn around at work. So we're working 6 12s at minimum. So just a lot of time. A lot of time at work, but you know, turnaround's only every 4 years, so not a big deal, but that's proof you can still do this around a full-time job. You can still create income around a busy schedule, right? Because working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, still making it to daughter's volleyball games, still getting to cook dinner for the family, still getting to hang out, still getting to do the bedtime routine, doing all that, being a fully present dad. What's up, Kim? Your favorite old guy. Appreciate it, whippersnapper. Huh?
What?
It's one of the guys that's been talking to me. He's from, huh?
What?
Whippersnapper. Yeah, he keeps calling me an old man, so I call him a whippersnapper. That's like an old word for a young kid. But yeah, that is proof you can do this around a busy life schedule. I'm going to show you exactly how. What's up, Mike, over there live on YTube? What's up, brother? Do what? Huh?
Where?
Don't worry about it. Okay. Finish eating. Go do your thing. Okay. Is using big words. My kids are like, "What is that word? I've never even heard that word." Whip. Oh my goodness. Yes, the word I just said. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. How was that taco? Oh, I do keep saying words because I'm on live right now. Okay, I'm done. Okay. But yeah, so we're going to be breaking down that 2-hour workday, what it looks like, how you can make 100% profit in the online space with a proven strategy. And so we're going to break it all down. But before we do that, y'all let me know where you're watching from in the comments because it's always cool to see. Right, it's social media. And so you never know where this is going to land, especially going live different times of the day. Most of the time it's the United States for the most part, but just like yesterday, had a guy on from England watching. You're in Texas right now, Kim? What the heck, man? You didn't tell me you were in the Lone Star State. Right, had a guy from England yesterday, people from Canada, Ireland, all over Europe, South Africa, South America, and that's the cool thing about social media, right? And because there's almost 5 billion people on social media, so being able to have a worldwide reach with an online business, man, that means you don't have to bug your friends and family. You can attract customers from around the world when you learn how to use social media the right way. So, but if y'all don't know me, you're new here, drop a 1 in the comments for me. I gotta check some. Just checking some business. Um, yeah, if y'all are new here, you don't know me, you never seen my content before, drop a one in the comments. But I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name's Logan, of course, but I'm just a blue collar dad, a blue collar husband and dad of four. I live in a small town here in Texas. And a year ago, man, I was working my full time job. I was mowing yards in the evenings and the weekends, and it just wasn't getting us the life that we wanted. I was missing so much time with my family, and I knew something had to change because what I'd been doing for the last 20 years was punching a clock, working overtime, working a second job, doing all the things. What's up, K Boss? I appreciate it. Appreciate all the love. Yeah, that's the cool thing about social media, right? You get on here and support each other. Social media is meant to be social. They want engagement. They want active members of the community. TikTok, just like any other social media, wants you to be an active member, right? Just like in our community here, our little small town, it takes active members of the community to volunteer to pick up trash at the lake or at the park or coach youth sports, and it's no different. Social media wants you to be social, wants you to be an active part of the community. It makes a healthy community. And yes, it pushes my content out when you like, share, comment, but it also shows the algorithm that you're a living, breathing person, not a bot, and it pushes your content out too. That's why you always see people saying, hey, like, share, comment, all the things, follow, all those things drive engagement. And that shows the algorithm, like, hey, this person has something of value that people like, whether it's funny or it's whatever it may be, educational, and it pushes it out to more and more people. And that's exactly how social media works. And I didn't know that a little over a year ago, right? I was mowing yards, working a full time job, knew something had to change. And so I started looking for an opportunity, something that I could do from my phone, something I could do in the pockets of my day because I didn't have time for another job. I didn't want another job. What I wanted was a living, breathing business in the online space so that I could work from anywhere. And when I ran across digital marketing, everything changed. If you've never heard of digital marketing, drop a one in the comments for me. Okay. And I'll break it down to my West Texas, whatever, redneck lingo. Um, simple as simple as I can. Let's get some extra light in here. Hey Corey, I appreciate it. Right. And digital marketing is just the skills, the ability, the techniques to use social media, use the internet to promote anything, a business, a product, a service, right? Because if you're trying to make money online, there are 5 things that you need, and we'll break that down here in just a little bit after we break down the 2-hour workday. And spoiler alert, 4 of them are free, right? And so, right, I saw digital marketing, and really, I only had the hope. I was like, man, if I could make $900 a month, that would be a game changer for our family. That would help us tremendously. That would alleviate the need for some of that extra income, and I could do it from the house instead of out mowing yards. And so, man, I took a leap of faith. Was I scared? Absolutely, right? Had I ever created content? No. But I knew I had to do something different. What's going on? I guess I bumped my watch. My Siri was doing some funky stuff. Andrew, what's up, brother? Hey, I appreciate it. And so, yeah, I saw a program, a course. Yeah, it was a course, right? And don't let that scare you off because it was, it is way more than just a course. It has absolutely changed our life. It's changing thousands of lives all over the world all the time. And right, you just have to plug in. It's like getting a gym membership. You got to plug in and oh, Andrew, brother, thanks for reminding me. Let me address that, right? He said, been being spammed by your fake accounts. So this is my only account as of right now. I'm gonna have to create a backup account because some things have changed with the TikTok. I can't even hardly leave generic comment. Yes, this is the real Logan Kim. You know that. So this is my only profile. This is my only account. I will not message you first. Won't happen. Okay. If you want some more information, you're on here and you say, hey, you hear some of this here in a little bit, and you're like, man, that sounds really good. Like, I really want to just take a deeper look at it myself. Shoot me a message. You can go. I have to be careful with my wording now that the new algorithm's out. You can go to the link in my bio, Daily Pay Champions. You'll see a picture of my face. You can go there and learn more. Kim and the AI. Yep, it is. It is definitely AI Logan for sure with the same water bottle all the time. But I had a hope of 900 bucks a month, and I got started, and yeah, I made 900 bucks my first month. But then I got better and better, right? A couple months in, I was still making 900 bucks a month. Got in, started really pouring into it, really started digging into the training, really saw that it was more than just buy a course to sell a course. And that's what I thought it was in the beginning. But I saw that as a means to an end, right? Because buying that course gave me the master resale rights, and it does for you too, where you can resell that course to people for 100% profit each and every time. No quotas, no monthly fees, none of that stuff. It's not building a team, it's not multi level marketing, network marketing, MLM, none of that stuff. You make 100% profit. And when I saw that, because listen, I've tried multi level marketing things in the past, and I saw it work for other people, and we made some money. We were built a business that we getting a couple $1,000 a month, but it was a lot of work. I was having to go to people's houses. I was having to get on the phone all the time. Like, we were having to travel for trainings ourselves, and it wasn't something I wanted to do anymore. So when that company changed their compensation plan and they went direct to consumer, and we lost that team that we had built, I didn't want to do it again. Right. But I saw it as a means to an end. I saw it as a way at that time to get out of working overtime. But that's not what this is, right? That's just to say that I've tried a lot of things to be able to create some extra income for our family so that we could pay off debt, so that we could have some extra money for vacation, so that we could have breathing room when, not if, when the air conditioner goes out, the water heater goes out, the dryer, the washing machine, one of the cars breaks down, any number of things that life throws at you, right? So that we had some extra money and some breathing room so we weren't having to put it on a credit card. And listen, if y'all are just hopping in, my name's Logan. And if you're on the outside watching in, like I know some of you do, Jason, be nice to have extra money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Just having some of that breathing room. That's all I saw in the beginning. Right. And here we are a year later, and I'm having $5,000 to $10,000 months from my phone, still with a 2 hour workday. Right? Some people make money really fast. Some people make $20,000 their first month. I couldn't see it. So that limiting belief in myself held me back some. But as I started getting some wins, as I kept seeing those $900 days and $300 and $600 days rolling in, like, my belief grew that I could actually do it, because I just had that mindset, the thought in that back of my mind all the time that, man, you're just a blue collar dad from a small town in Texas. Like, can you really make money online? I'd never been a content creator. I didn't have a following. I started this account brand new with 0 followers because I didn't want to bug my friends and family. I didn't want my coworkers seeing my content and being like, "What are you doing now?" Like, I just didn't want to mess with it, right? And so now, just like last month, I made more in 2 hours a day following a proven strategy, following a proven blueprint than my wife did at her ooh, than my wife did at her full-time 40 plus hour a week job. And I get to do it from my phone. I get to do it on my lunch break. I get to do it a little bit before work. And we're going to break down what that 2 hour workday looks like here in just a minute. So if you want to hear that 2 hour workday, drop a 2 in the comments for me. Right. But imagine how it would feel if you did like my buddy Brian. Right? He got I say he's my buddy now. We talk all the time. He Kim, you got me with the three. Right. Brian, I didn't know Brian up until July. When Brian got started with me, he said, "Man, does this thing really work? Because I'm a blue collar husband and dad just like you. Brian's 26. He works 7 on, 7 off shift work. And he's like, man, I'm tired of working the overtime, missing those, 12-hour shifts with my family. And I was thinking about mowing yards or pressure washing houses, windows, because he lives in Alabama. Right? It's humid down there. They get the black mold business on the concrete. He's like, I was thinking about doing all that kind of stuff. But man, it's just some more time away from my family. Like if I could do something from my phone in the pockets of my day, that would be fantastic. And Brian was much like me, like, man, an extra $900 a month would be awesome. Well, Brian made $1,800 in his first 2 weeks. He made $6,200 in his first 6 weeks and his first 2 months because he just hit his first 2 months just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, about just over a week ago. Made $10,000 in his first 2 months. Again, as a brand new beginner, started a brand new account from zero, hadn't been a content creator, but he was coachable and he was consistent and he was hungry to get some more time back with his family. He was hungry to have some extra finances. Right. And so we're going to break down that 2 hour workday. I saw some of those twos up there and how I do it around a full time job. Because honestly, right, when I heard people talking about that 2 hour workday, my day at that time looked like this. I was up at 4, would do my quiet time, journal, pray. I'd go work out. I was at work at the next town over by 6:30, work till 4, get off, get home, tell the family hi, change clothes, load up the lawn mowing equipment, and go mow yards until it got dark. And in the summer in this part of Texas, it is the sun doesn't go down to like 9:30. So I was mowing up to the very last minute. Thomas, what's up, brother? Glad you hopped on, man. Y'all let me know where you're watching from in the comments. It's always cool just to see the reach of social media. And if y'all don't know, my name's Logan. I'm a blue collar husband, a dad of 4 from a small town in Texas. Missouri, Tennessee, nice. Are you a Vol? Are you a Commodore? I don't know if the Commodores have a huge following like the Vols do, but I met a guy at work, one of our contractors. His son's a receiver for Vanderbilt. Said he scored their first touchdown this year. Jefferson City, nice. Anything's better than a Cornhusker. Oh, Kim, come on, brother. Go Big Red, man. Go Big Red. I'm gonna go change hats. I'm gonna go change hats just because you're a Cyclone. Well, I'd say you're a Cyclone just because you live in yeah. Austin. What's up, underbuddy? Please don't. Please don't. He says, "This is the Matt." Sound like a Cowboys fan. This is our year. No, I don't think they're going to win the national championship by any means, but turning it around. It takes a while to turn a ship around, right? It takes a while to build something special. But yep. Oh, yeah, I didn't have 2 hours a day because by the time I got home from mowing, it was 9:30, 10 o'clock. Get something to eat real quick. My family's already in bed. Take a shower, get up and do it all over again. I thought I didn't have 2 hours a day. But when I really began to look at it, the thing that triggered me, who's got an iPhone? Drop a 1 in the comments if you got an iPhone. Because Sundays my phone tells me how much screen time I've had for the week. And when I got to looking at it, I was like, man, team iPhone. Yep, absolutely. Got my new one coming. I've never ordered a brand new iPhone. Every time the new ones come out, I've always got an older model, but I was interested in the new cameras and stuff. Plus the battery life is supposed to be stellar. Yep, 17 Pro Max Plus, whatever it's called. What color did I get? Oh, I got the blue color. My son got the orange one. So they only had the 3 colors to choose from though. It'd be all right. Right. But when I saw that I was spending time on social media anyways, I was already doom scrolling on my lunch breaks before, like if I got to work early, doom scrolling then, you know, doom scrolling in the evenings, sitting in my truck, waiting on a kid, picking them up from school or whatever it may be on the rare occasion. Like I was already on social media. And I realized when I could trade some of that time and work in that 2 hours a day and 5, 10, 20-minute segments of my day, I began to see that I could actually fit it in. I could actually do it. And I pulled the trigger. I was like, I need something different. I need something to change. So we're going to break down that 2 hour workday. What I do, what this program teaches you to do in 2 hours a day to be able to get your income earning activities done and have a system work for you. Okay. So the first things first, we got to attract customers, right? If you're trying to make money online, you need a product or a service, something to offer that people want to buy, right? You need customers. So you need to know how to attract those customers. And we'll talk about that. Okay. But how do we attract customers on social media? Anybody? I feel like a teacher up here. Students? Anybody know the answer to that? It's content, right? Whether it's faceless, whether it's a minute video, whether it's a 8-second video where you're just getting ready for the day in the shop working out. These are all things I do, right? A 7-second video with words on the screen and some trending music. Like it's content. All those things, when you learn how to use social media the right way, it attracts customers to you. So you don't have to go bug your friends and family. And with it being worldwide, you can attract customers from all over the world. Hey, Jason, I appreciate the follow, brother. Hey, what do we got? 1.6K. We got those hearts up there. Let's see if we can get that thing up to 2K, y'all. Right? And yes, it pushes my content out, but it also tells the algorithm, like I said, that you're an active part of the community. You're not a bot. And so when you create content, it helps push yours out too. So 3 pieces of content on average a day. Some days I do more, some days I do less. Right? Most of the time, it's 3 pieces of content. And then because of my content, I might say something, a piece of content might be like, man, as a complete beginner, I found a way to start creating income in the online space. Even though I didn't think I could do it as a blue collar dad, I found a way to start having $300, $600, $900 days using my break time, using 5, 10, 20 minutes at a time that I was scrolling social media to start making money, following a proven system. If you want a copy of my free strategy, put ready in the comments. Right? Something as simple as that. And so when people put ready, that's a call to action. Yeah, see, Jason, you responded, right? Ready, Stacy, right? So when you put that in your content, you're telling people, hey, if you're interested, engage, comment, so that I know that you want some more information. If people don't want it, they can scroll on, no big deal, right? And so then I respond to some messages or comments. Respond to some messages or some comments. I direct them to my website. Say, hey, if you want to learn some more, go to that link in my bio, Daily Paid Champions. You'll see my face there. Click on it, drop your email in. I will send you some information. I'll even send you my free step-by-step Freedom Formula Blueprint. Okay. If you don't see it in your inbox, check your spam, junk, promotions folder because it will be there. Okay. It's that simple. 3 pieces of content a day. Respond to some messages, respond to some comments, and then I try and go live 4 days a week now. I used to never go live. Shoot, a year ago, if you'd asked me if I was going to go live, I was like, no, that is way outside my comfort zone. Stacy, I appreciate the follow. I appreciate the support. So you can go live, post in your stories. Right? Stories are a really powerful one on TikTok, on IG, on FB. Justin, what's up, brother? Right. And then you can also, because inside the program, we give you almost 200 high traffic websites that you can post free online ads. We give you those websites. We even give you copy paste ads that you can use. I always say use it as a template. Does YTube do stories? Not that I know of. It has shorts, but which are just like reels, right? Um, but I don't think they have stories. No, I haven't seen them. Right. So live stories, you can do long form, short form, YTube. There's all kinds of this training inside there. There's training for TikTok, there's training for FB, IG, LinkedIn, YTube. Right, we're about to expand and launch a Spanish version of the entire course. So even better reach around the world. Um, that's coming, supposed to be beginning of August, or not August, October. Faceless, not faceless. Yeah, there's faceless training inside there, right? And if y'all want to dive into that, like we can do that here in a minute. I can show you inside the program, right? So live stories or the free ads. I did the free ads when I first started, and then I mustered up the courage to start going live. And I usually do that about 4 days a week for about an hour. So I don't do free ads as often anymore, but you can get those free ads done. You can post uh 50 to 100 in less than 30 minutes, right? Because you're copy pasting ads, make some changes, use that template, change it to fit you, post those. And the cool thing, right? People are going to those high traffic websites looking for something in particular, like work from home, make money online, things like that. They're looking for things they can do if they're a stay at home mom, just like my friend Christina out in Tennessee, veteran's wife, a mom of three. She was a stay at home mom. She'd went to nursing school. She didn't want to drive an hour to go to the hospital and work and an hour back working 12-hour shifts, missing all that time with her boys, missing that time with her husband. But she wanted to do something to help contribute financially. And she was baking cakes and cookies, working 12, 14-hour days, a lot of overhead. And she got started last September, and within 2 weeks, made $900. And now she's having $8,000 months. Shoot, just in the last 48 hours, I'd have to look again. I think it's 48 hours. Let's go. Let's go. We'll find it here in a minute. Right. But she made $1,800 the other night when she was asleep. I saw that, Justin. I gave you a follow, brother. I gave you a follow. I'll have to find it here in just a little bit. But right, $1,800 in your sleep. Most people get fired for sleeping on the job, but because here you have an automated system working for you, how much could you make in one day potentially? It's unlimited. Like you're not capped on sales, right? You're not capped on sales. So I mean, I've seen people making $2,700, $4,000 a day, like not every single day, but certain days, right? And so like it's it's unlimited, really. I mean, you could have 10 people buy the top program from you and make $9,000. There's no limit on it, right? And if y'all want to hear about the 4 options to get started, drop a 4 in the comments for me. Okay. We're going to talk about this real quick. The 5 things I told y'all, the 5 things that you need to make money in the online space, no matter what you're doing. Jason, Thomas, I see you guys. Okay. We'll break that down in just a minute. The 4 things you need, 5 things you need, I'm sorry, to make money in the online space, no matter if it's digital marketing or whatever. One is you need something to sell. You need a product or a service to sell, right? How else are you going to make money? You can coach, that's a service. Maybe you make hats or powder coated water bottles or shirts or whatever it may be. Yeah, Justin got started with me. Hey, I appreciate it, Justin, man. I appreciate it, brother. I'm excited to see what you're going to do with it, man. Excited for sure. 4.5. Um, right. So you need a product or a service to sell. I didn't have that. And so when I saw that the program not only gave me the coaching, the mentorship, it gave me the tools to have a successful online business run in the background 24/7, but it gave me those 4 done for you digital products to make 100% profit on, right? And if you don't know what a digital product is, drop me in the comments, okay? So it gave me something to sell, just like it does thousands of other people inside of our community. There's over 56,000 people inside our community. Jason, me, I see you. Okay, digital products. I always like to break it down like this. Do you have to have a laptop to start, or can you do it all from mobile? You can do it all from mobile. I do most of mine from mobile. It is easier to set up the website with at least a tablet. It's just a little bit easier. I did some of it on my phone, but I did most of it on a laptop. But my buddy Brian set his stuff up on a tablet. So you don't have to have a laptop. Do people even have desktops anymore besides for gaming? Digital products are, right, think about Apple iTunes. Um, iTunes Music, that's a digital copy of that. You're on yours now. Okay. All right. Uh, music, Netflix, any streaming movies, music, audiobooks, all those things are digital products because you don't get a physical CD, a physical Blu-ray, a physical turn the page book. You get a digital copy. These are digital copies of an online course, an online class, but it's more than just a class. It's not just a recorded class. You get inside a community of 56,000 people. My customers, men, dads, get inside my community of men, of dads, because I think men are just wired different, right? We need a community of men. Online space is women dominant. It is heavy in women. And so I'm creating a space where men are heard. They get their questions answered. They learn different strategies and skills. Shoot, Justin, did you see what I posted the other day where I gave y'all something for free? I know Kim probably saw it. Heck yeah. Yeah. I gave people inside my community a free stream of income, a free affiliate stream of income. That's reoccurring passive income. But yeah, so a digital product, I always like to think of it like this. Whoever, probably not Kim, he's too young, rented a movie at Blockbuster. Here comes the old man comments. Who's ever rented a movie at Blockbuster or a mom and pop video store or whatever it is, right? Here, you used to go in, pick up the case. If you're as old as me, Kim, be kind and rewind. Right? You go rent a movie, you take it home. What did Netflix do? They launched, you could get Blu-rays and DVDs through the snail mail, but they saw the power. Does Redbox count? We'll give it a go. I like it. Right? Redbox phased out pretty quick too. Why? Because Netflix shut them all down. Netflix saw the power of the digital world. They saw the power of the internet and digital products. That meant they didn't have to package up products. They didn't have to worry about inventory. They didn't have to worry about shipping. Community is one of the reasons I bought the program. Awesome, Justin. Love to hear it, man. Right? No packaging, no shipping, no inventory. They didn't have to wait on products, videos to come back in and then repackage them and send them back out. They didn't have to worry about employees doing all that kind of stuff for them. Rented movies at the library. Okay. My mother in law used to be a librarian. They had a bunch of movies up there. She just retired this last year. Um, right. And so with digital products, you don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. People get instant access. And when you have a system running in the background for you, handling answering questions, educating people, handling the sales process, the delivery process, taking the payment for you, and you make 100% profit, and you learn how to use social media around the world, like the sky's the limit, guys. I hope that you see, especially here in a minute, when I show you the 4 programs and tell you what's coming in October, like, and you don't want to miss it. Like, you want to get in now, start getting your teeth sunk into it, start creating a following of the right customers, and then offer them something else later down the road, right? You start making money now so that you can pour back into your business. Oh, my light died. Right? But you need a product to sell, you need an automated system because that automated system is going to give you your time back. This is the absolute freedom machine when you don't have to handle trying to walk every customer through the purchase. You don't have to answer all their questions. They can go onto your website and get in your automated email system and know they're going to get 98% of their questions answered with just that. Yeah, they're going to have a few questions. Yeah, not a problem. What's it take? 5, 10, 20 minutes to answer some questions, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. I've had people, and that was part of the reason I started my online community. I've had people buy a product from me, even when I was at work, when I was asleep, when I was at my kids' ball games, when I was on an airplane with my phone on airplane mode. Never talked to the person in my entire life. They'd seen my content. They went to my website. They decided to get started themselves to start their own online business. I didn't know who they were, and I didn't want people just to get started. Like, I don't want people just to buy a product from me just so I can have some money. Like, I want to lock arms with other men, other dads, and help them build their own online business. And I didn't, I had an email. That was all I had to know who they were. Send them a message. Retire. You're right there. Uh huh. But yeah, so that automated system working for you is what gives you your time back. That's what gives you the time freedom to not be grinding away on your phone, grinding away on your laptop. That gives you time to spend with your family. That gives you time to go do the things you want to do, to go play golf, to go fishing, to go hunting, to go to a baseball game, whatever it may be. You have the peace of mind knowing that that online business is running in the background for you 24/7. And then you need to know how to attract customers to you. You have to know how to create content that stops the scroll, that engages people and gets them to stay around to ask for more information. Right? You can't just create content, throw some spaghetti on the wall and hope something sticks. I always say it's like this movie. Did you ever watch oh, what was that movie called now? The Patriot. Anybody ever watch The Patriot? What type of things do we sell, Pickle? I sell digital products that somebody else created, but yet make 100% profit. Kim, you never watched The Patriot? Bro, that was a good one, right? But he tells his kid when he's learning how to fire a weapon, he says, aim small, miss small. Aim at that target, aim at a small spot on that target, just like a bullseye, right? We're going to aim small. We want to aim here. When you create your content at your perfect customer, and the program's going to teach you, walk you through who your perfect customer is, right? Aim small, you might miss small. But if you're just 200 yards down range and you're just like, I'm just going to kind of let one fly down there, there's no telling. You may be way over here, way off base, right? And so that's the power of that program, walking you through who your perfect customer is to find out who that is, and then be able to create content directed at them. And now the algorithm picks that up and it knows who you are and it knows who your perfect customer is. And so when those people are looking for an online business, they're looking to be able to create some extra money online because they search it or they stop on some videos or they engage in some videos. Now they're going to start getting your content pushed out to them. That's how you don't have to go viral. You don't have to have 10,000 followers to make $10,000 a month. You can use social media the right way and not just roll some dice and throw some spaghetti at the wall, hoping something sticks. Do you believe if they apply themselves, it's something anyone could have success with? Absolutely. But here's the thing, right? And I'm getting to it right here in my next point, or in 2 points, right? Well, I guess this is part of it. The learning to be discoverable, learn how to create that content that gets discovered. This is what absolutely opens the online space to everyday people, everyday blue collar dads, just like you and me, everyday busy dads, to be able to create content and make money in online space. Start having $5,000 to $10,000 months from your phone. And to answer your question, Kim, you absolutely have to be coachable and consistent, right? If I would have been mad that I only made $900 my first month and I was like, oh, see, that was just a fluke. Uh, but that wasn't the mindset I had going into it. The mindset I had was if I'm willing to work 40 plus years, 40 plus hours a week at a job that just pays me enough just to keep me there, but it doesn't really pay me enough to live the life that my family deserves, why wouldn't I be willing to give an online business 2 years, 3 years? Anybody else? Like, I hope that you see that. Yes, some people make money really fast. I'm not saying you can't. I've seen people make $5,400 in 72 hours. I've seen people make $20,000 in their first month. But so I'm telling you it's possible, but I'm just telling you, like, be consistent. Like the word God gave me in January was steadfast persistence. Slow and steady wins the race. Like, put the work in. You're doing it around a full-time job, right? You don't get the comfort of getting to go live 3 hours a day. Like, but I'm still having $5,000 to $10,000 months from my phone. How important would you say live streaming during this process is? Could you be successful without it? You can. I've made thousands of dollars before I ever went live. Well, I went live a couple times, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, super uncomfortable. I just had to plug into that training and start learning how to do lives. But I didn't start being consistent in my lives until mid July, probably. I would just hit and miss. If I had some time, I was like, oh, hey, I'll go live. Well, so if you are going live, it's very important, again, to be consistent because it's like, uh, if you were to watch the Iowa State Cyclones, but you didn't know what time they play every week, how likely would you be to catch the game if you were making money without? How many followers do you have to go live? That's a good question because used to it was 1,000. When I got started, TikTok, you had to have 1,000 followers to go live. And then they TikTok plays with some algorithms now. They do some different stuff where I've seen people get access to go live with 200. I've seen other people still have to wait to 1,000. I've seen people get access with like 83. So I don't know what the magic number is anymore. What else did I miss? How many followers? Got that one going live. What made you go live? I was listening to people inside the community that were making multiple six figures, and they were like, live is a game changer. I even listened to a training yesterday that overseas, like their retail business, their retail markets are shifting everything to live on TikTok, on YTube, all those things, FB, Instagram, like everything is getting pushed to live selling and they're trying to bring that here. And so I was like, man, if these people are being successful with it, plus it allows you to actually answer some questions in real time, right? That would be my biggest fear going live. Jason, brother, I like the words came out of my mouth last August when I got started. I was like, I will never go live. Like that is creating contents out of my wheelhouse, out of my comfort zone. Like I'm used to working with tools. I'm used to working because I work in a plant. Um, for the longest time, I was an instrumentation electrical technician working on transmitters, control valves, temperatures, things like that. I thrive in that, but I don't thrive creating content, making videos. I was nervous, I was scared, but here's the thing: you don't have to be perfect to get started. Like I'm a lot more polished than I was then, but I'm nowhere close to perfect. If I were to give myself a grade, I'm probably a C at best. You can go live on your other account, but right, people aren't attracted to perfect. They're attracted to relatable. Right? If true story right here. The very first time I ever saw anything about digital marketing, it was a lady. Her hair was all fixed, her makeup was done. She's in this big, beautiful kitchen. Everything was in order. Her counters were all clean and like everything was just put in order. And immediately my brain goes, You can't do that. You got 4 kids at the house at all times. Like, we're always blowing and going. It's like grab the mail as we walk in the door, set it down. We're going out the door to a baseball game, going out the door to a football game, a softball game, a volleyball game. No, we're not getting home till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Like, our house isn't perfect. So I thought I could never do that. So just living proof that people want relatable. They want to see that they can just be themselves and actually make money in the online space. But you don't have to go live. There's a lady inside our community that's made over $500,000 and has never went live. Let's see what else. Uh, Pickle, what kind of product? These are digital products, e-learning courses that teach people how to create income online. Right? Who doesn't want to learn how to create income online? You see people all the time. I was one, like, how are people making money online? Like, great for them. Must be nice, but I don't know the first thing about it. Right? These are step by step, teach you how to create income online, use an automated system, make 100% profit on done for you digital products, get your work done in 2 hours a day, and have the peace of mind knowing that that's running in the background for you. B plus, you're being generous, Kim. Right? How would it feel to start having $5,000 to $10,000 months from your phone in 2 hours a day? Right? I do it around my full time job. Create a video in the morning while I'm working out, usually, or right before I go out to the shop. Do one on my lunch break, maybe two on my lunch break, and now I've got one loaded. There's been times that I sit down on a Sunday and make a bunch of videos for the week, and I've just got them in my drafts, and I'm busy, and I just send one out. Right? The program teaches you all this stuff. So you just became comfortable on camera through consistency. Yeah, it's repetition, it's practice. Right? The very first time I ever rode a bike without training wheels, I wasn't comfortable. I crashed that mud, skin up my knees, my hands, my elbows. Like, we weren't wearing helmets and wrist guards and elbow pads and knee pads. Like, figure it out the hard way. You realize it hurts, get up and don't fall again. Like, that was my dad's mentality. But through trial and error, through consistency, I learned how to ride a bike pretty quick. And then next thing you know, you look back a week later and you're like, man, I can't believe I didn't know how to ride a bike. None of us were born knowing how to drive a car. It's a little nerve wracking at first. You get behind the wheel of this big machine and now you got to barrel down the highway. Like, oh, how hard do I have to turn, hit the brake, the gas? Like, you learn how to do that. And now you do it without thinking. So yes, consistency. Let's see. I work in the monument business, making tombstones and installing them. Where do I where do you fit in? Like, what are some struggles in life that you have? Is it time with your family to do? Is it finances? We can start there and we can break it down. Like, I will sit here and break it down for you. Time, finances. What is it? What is your biggest pain point right now? Not enough money or not enough time? Ooh, what happened? It's like my comments just jumped. So you became comfortable on camera. Yep. Education itself is worth every penny. Absolutely. The community makes it, but the community makes it unbearable. Unbelievable. Okay. Yeah, you posted 3 or 4 times today. 3 times. Well, I posted in my stories. Most of the stories that I used, other than when I announced I was going live at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, it's just old content, and you can share it to your stories, and it gets pushed out in a different way there, right? So most of that, but yeah, 3 videos today. Um, you can't ride a bike. I can ride a bike. Pickle, really interested. Listen, okay, and we're about to break down the 4 options, okay? But you can go up to the link in my. You can smash my face right up here. Smash it again when it pops up, or you can just go to Daily Pay Champions. It's there in my bio. You can click on it, drop your email in, you can learn more. I will even send you an email with my Freedom Formula Blueprint. It will either be in your inbox, spam, junk, or promotions folder. It depends on your email server. Some of them get stuck sent to junk, spam, promotions. Okay. But here's the thing, check it out. I know you're going to have questions. Reach out to me, respond to that email, shoot me a message on here. Shoot, we can set up a phone call, right? We can set up a Google chat, and I can show you all inside the program here in a minute. Definitely financial. Okay. Not enough money. What did you do before this? So I still work a full-time job at a chemical plant. I'm the instrumentation specialist there. So um, take care of a lot of project stuff, helping with engineering on that. But I work on pressures, temperatures, levels, flows, all those things that read the process in the plant and then control it with automated valves. So I already knew what automated systems were. And if you don't know what automated systems are, drop a one in the comments for me. Right. But I was also mowing yards in the evenings and weekends before this. And what happened was that I got 10 to 15 hours a week back, sometimes 20 hours a week back with my family because I created this income in the online space. And I get to do it from my phone. I get to do it from my chair. I get to do it from the kitchen. I get to do it on my lunch break. I get to fit it in the pockets of my day and not go punch a clock for somebody else. And in 10 months, I made more than my mowing business did in over 2 years. I made more in 10 months in the online space than my mowing business did in over 2 years. And I'm consistently covering our house payment, my truck payment, our son's car payment. Last month, I put an extra car payment on his car. Need to do it again this month. Utilities, groceries, doing it all from the pockets of my day, right? He's close to retirement. You just say that because I got like a few gray hairs under there. Not enough money, right? So, what would what would an extra $1,000 a month do for your family? I'm not way smarter than you. Then it was just a learned skill. Like the only reason I went to college was to play football. Like I didn't care. Right? I knew working with my hands, working with my body, but I'm coachable. I'm teachable. How much does it cost to start? Okay, Water Boy. Let's break down those four options, okay? Because I told you I would. Y'all asked for them earlier. I got kind of carried away. I'm going to show you the four options. I'll show you. I even tell you what I thought about doing, which one I thought about starting with, and which one I started with, and why. Okay, because I didn't even know when I got started that there were even PAY options where you could over time. Got to be real careful with my wording, right? So let's break it down and let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Right, $900 is the top program. Yep, I just can't put that. I can't put those words out into the atmosphere on here. $900 is the top program. Let me do this for you guys too. Okay, if y'all want to send me a message, that's a really quick way to get a hold of me. You can click down there. I don't even know how it works really, but you can click it, I think, send me a message. Right? $900. Okay. And so here's how it works. You can get that one for as low as $56 a month. Okay. Some people, just like my buddy Brian did, got it for zero down. Brian got it on those options, got it for zero down, made $1,800 in his first 2 weeks, $6,200 in his first 6 weeks, $10,000 in his first 2 months. 2 months from now is November 18th, a week before Thanksgiving, a week before Black Friday. It's not always zero down. It depends on the person, their their credit. It's through a third party like Afterpay, Affirm, Klarna. So it's up to them. It's not up to me. Right. In 2 months, what would it feel like 2 months from now, right before Thanksgiving, right before Christmas shopping hits hard and heavy, you would create an extra $10,000 in the online space? What would that feel like for you and your family? Serious. Like, I want to know more peace, more freedom. Like, that takes a weight off. That takes a big weight off when finances are tight because we all know we're going to do what we can to help our family have a magical Christmas, but it's stressful. It is so stressful. But what if you got started now and started learning those skills and you started creating that income in the online space? It'd be amazing this time of year. Stressful, absolutely. It brings a lot of peace having that extra money in the bank account, not putting things on a credit card, right? Not going out taking a personal loan was been the most difficult part so far. Phew. Mindset, my belief in me. Like I believed in the program. I got the same email that y'all get, essentially. I saw the same website that y'all see or will see. And I saw it working for other people. I was like, well, if it works for them, like what if I mean if they're making $10,000, $20,000 a month, could I just make an extra $900 a month? Like in the beginning, I was like, man, $10,000 a month, that's game changer. Cause I started dreaming about what could happen. Right. I was like, $10,000 a month, man, that pays off my truck payment in 3 months. Or at that time, I was like, it would pay my wife's car off in like half a month. We could roll her car payment over onto my truck and start paying those extra truck payments. We could get my truck paid off in 3 months. Then we could roll all that money over onto the house and start just hammering that debt on the house, hammering that mortgage. But I also knew that our oldest son was going to graduate this last May and he was going to be going to college, and we weren't financially prepared for it. But I started seeing that. I was like, man, we could hammer debt. We could start putting money back for college. But then I let my stinking thinking get in my head, and I was like, well, what if it was just $5,000 a month? Can I borrow some money? Just get I need $50. Oh, TikTok's probably gonna shut me down for saying the D word. Yeah. Um, right. And I let my stinking thinking get in my way. And I started to peel it back all the way down to, well, if they can if Victoria made $20,000 her first month, like maybe I could just make $900. And that was all the hope in me that I had when I started. But I'm here to tell you, I hope that you can grab a hold of some of my belief, because I'm gonna believe in you more than you believe in yourself in the beginning. Like, and I'm gonna lock arms with you. You're gonna be able to get in touch with me. Can I ask what your best month has been? I mean, does it really matter? Right? I've been able to cover all our bills, my truck payment, a 2020 Ram, bought our son a new to him BMW, covered that car payment twice last month. Our mortgage, yeah, it's a used car. What?
It.
I don't know who used it. That's how you buy a used car. Um, my daughter had an emergency root canal that they didn't take insurance. Well, they didn't take our insurance up front, so we had to pay everything up front. What is going on with my phone? Oh, here we go. It's asking for the puzzle piece. What?
What puzzle piece?
I've been on here for an hour, so almost an hour. What's up, Douglas? What do you do? Digital marketing, man. You ever heard of it? And now I help other busy dads learn how to create income through digital marketing in the pockets of their day, how to create multiple streams of passive income with automated systems that work for you so that you can get time back with your family, but still create that extra money that you need. Okay. Um, right. Covered that emergency root canal. I had an MRI. Like, it's paid for life. What? Oh, she is having an MRI, isn't she? Covering another MRI this month. Like, apparently our family loves MRIs, but Last year was the first year in our family of 6 in 5, 6 years that nobody had to have a surgery. Guess who gets to have one this year? Mom's not having surgery. She's just having an MRI. I get to have surgery after turnaround's over. Right. I do this around, like, here's my schedule right now. I work 6 days a week at a minimum of 12 hours a day. We're in turnaround at the plant. I tore my rotator cuff like a year ago in August, lifting weights one day. So finally got it checked out. But I do it around that full time job, being able to do it in the pockets of my day and still have $5,000 to $10,000 months from my phone. Right. So you can get any of these on those options. Right. The cool thing about it, though, is wherever you start, because I was looking at this, I was looking at the 300 one. What? I just drew a line, babe. Okay. Wherever you start, you get to resell that level and everything below it. And when I looked at it and I said, what do you do FM for? Help my father-in-law run our foundation repair business. Okay, nice. Where y'all watching from? I know we've got people from all over the place. Douglas, I don't understand. What do you do FM for? I don't understand. Tulsa, Oklahoma, you're about 6 hours away from me. I'm over here in the Texas Panhandle. Right. So wherever you invest at, you get that level of education, but you get everything below it at that level and below to be able to resell. Boomer, he says, well, you're not a golden hurricane? Come on, man. Right. And so when I saw that and I saw it didn't matter if I started here, 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 or here, it was all based on a 2-hour workday. They've been down a while. I hadn't kept up with them a while. One of my buddies, his brother-in-law used to be a center for him. I guess it's been a while now, but so I kept up with them then. But it's all going to take 2 hours a day. Husker Nation. Oh, yeah. What do you do? Bill marketing for? Digital marketing? Can you start low and move up? Yes, you can. You absolutely can. Right? There's a lot of people, they'll start. This one's our second most popular program. The 900 is the most popular because you get the most education. You get an extra mentorship, live mentorship opportunity every week, but you get all 4 streams of income. So for a one-time investment, you get, oh, can't put that sign. You get $1,900 worth of done for you digital products that teach other people how to create income online. If you're going to promote something in the online space, it has to solve a problem, right? And the Legacy Builder program solves a problem for a lot of people because people want to learn how to create income online and they don't know how to do it. And even if they knew how to create content that attracted customers, that attracted a following, they don't have something to sell. So not only does it give you the education and the mentorship, but it gives you those digital products to be able to resell and make 100% profit. Right? A lot of other programs out there, this is the thing that sets Legacy Builder apart. A lot of other programs out there don't give you the daily training. Right? We get daily, on average, 5-minute video from our multi-millionaire mentor that created this program. She creates a daily video, averages about 5 minutes a day, tells you what to work on for that day, what technique, what skill, mindset, and then gives you 3 content ideas to make that day for yourself. Right? It is that holds your hand coaching that I needed. But also, we get multiple live mentorship opportunities every week where we can get on a Zoom with multiple 6-figure, 7-figure earners. What does it take to get started? You decide which level you want to start with. You make that investment in your own online business. You get instant access to the course. You get instant access to the community. I've started a community for men, for dads, to be able to learn how to create income in the online space because I wanted my customers a place to go. Because my perfect customer is somebody just like me, men, dads that are busy, that want that extra income, but the online space is heavy in women. And I thought, man, why not create a community where men can get together with like-minded men, right? Trying to build a multiple streams of income in the online space, learn how to create multiple streams of affiliate marketing, promoting digital products, create your own digital products. Right? And it's not just going to be me because I've already talked to some six-figure earners that are going to come in and give us free coaching. Right. And so we're about there. I need to get something set up before long. Work's just been crazy, 72 hours a week at minimum. So you decide which level you want to get started at. When I saw that it didn't matter which level, they all pay out 100% profit. They all take on average 2 hours a day. I was like, man, if it's 100%, why not? Why not just go all in, go bigger instead of going home? Like, if I'm going to do this thing, I'm all in. And I didn't even know that there were options to be able to do it over time. Okay, do you do stuff under TikTok or Shopify or Amazon? What platform? So I use TikTok, IG, YTube. I started just on TikTok in the beginning. It was absolutely just TikTok. And that's what the course teaches you, like pick one, get good at it, and then start branching out. My IG stuff, I've never really dove into IG. And I share some stuff on my personal social media. But I just kind of sprinkle it in just around normal life posts. Right. Kim saw my stories today. Like I didn't have anything about my online business on there. It was my quiet time this morning, reading my Bible. I think I shared something else, but right, wasn't even didn't even sprinkle it in. I haven't said anything for days on my personal FB, but I post 3 pieces of content on average every day inside TikTok, and I have it go to my YouTube shorts. Right? But I saw it at $900. Where'd my eraser go? Let's break it down. Y'all want to see what it takes? Just see the breakdown on $10,800 a month. Main platform is TikTok. Yep. Of course, the algorithm changed in the last couple of days. There are not the algorithm so much. The community guidelines changed. And so I've had stuff from months ago start getting flagged for the same comment I use all the time. It's past your bedtime. Bro, I didn't want to hear it. I was up at 3 this morning, Kim. Um, so it changed. And so you have to be careful about wording. And I was listening to a guy that he's got a business in the online space and uses TikTok. And his business is big enough that he like gets on a Discord with people from TikTok, like the office, and they talk about it. And like, here's the do's and the don'ts. And he's like, you can tell people go to the link in your bio to learn more. And so he's like, also, one of a really great way is just tell them to, hey, if you want to learn some more, send me a message. So I said just that yesterday. I said, hey, if you want some more information, shoot me a message. I actually didn't use that word. I said, send me a message. I'll get you some more information. Literally the exact same comment on 2 different comments. When I replied back to them, they both got flagged and taken down immediately. I appealed both of them. One got reinstated. The other one got me a strike. So I don't know what TikTok is on here lately, but they're on one. So I went and filled out the official form to appeal it. And something I learned inside the course, how to appeal those, how to even seen stories of people getting their TikTok shut down, and for 3 months they go through the appeal process and end up getting it back. So I started Shopify and thinking that was a mistake. I've looked at it, but never dove into it. Right? I think it works, but what's the thing that you need to have a successful Shopify store? A couple things. You need to have products that provide a solution for people, right? Shirts, cups, mugs, whatever. Yeah, office supplies, whatever. Like, yeah, you can create something that people need. But what's the next thing you need to have a successful business anywhere? You need customers. If you had a brick and mortar store and you didn't have anybody walking through the door, it's not going to be open very long. If you have an online business and you don't know how to create content that attracts customers to you, you're going to be struggling. You're going to give up pretty quick. And that's exactly what this program teaches you, is how to create that content that attracts customers to you, how to brand yourself, how to monetize your social media, how to create multiple passive streams of income, affiliate marketing, how to use automated systems to run for you to give you your time back. Right? Because look, $900 a day. Well, let's not break that one down yet. Let's just do the 300. $300 a day is $109,500. $300 a day for a year is almost $110,000. Right? This program is going to teach you what it takes to start averaging $900 a day. But what if? So I'd have to switch or be able to push to my Shopify. Like you could take the skills inside this program, because you don't have to sell the courses, Douglas. You can take the skills and whatever product or service you offer, learn how to create content that attracts that perfect customer. Right? How does your product provide a solution? How does it stand out? You start learning how to market that and create content that attracts people to that, and then you could just direct them to your store. Right? But I didn't want to be promoting something like that, and nothing wrong with it. Just for me, I didn't want it. Right? You see people on the TikTok shop all the time promoting $30 items, and they're averaging 10% a sale. So it takes them 300 sales to make $900, or I can make $900 in my sleep with one sale. But listen, we're about to add an extra module. We're about to add full Spanish module for the whole thing. And we're going to open up $1,400 days, not just $900 days, not just $300 days, $1,400 days. Right? That full Spanish program is going to absolutely open up the world. But I thought, man, if in a year I can make $109,500, fantastic. Really, in the beginning, I thought $100 a day, that's $36,500 in a year. Like, to be able to do that from my phone, not be out mowing yards, not be out working overtime, like that is a game changer. And this is where that steadfast, persistent mindset came in. But if I could do that, year 2 to $109,500. Year 3, if I could do $600 a day, that's $219,000 a year. And by year 4, if I was averaging $900 a day, that's $328,500 a year. 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40. That's over $650,000 in 4 years. It's closer to $675,000 in 4 years, working 2 hours a day from your phone. Like, I am telling you right now, like, the online space is so big, and you learn so many ways to create income here in the online space through this program, that people get on the fast track. Just like Daryl got started. Daryl got started on the $300 program, invested there, started making some money, invested his way up to the top Legacy Builder program. In 2024, he got started in January. He made $300,000 on New Year's Eve. He hit $300,000 in his first year. So you sell a coach program, and then has more that come with it, and being part of the group. Yeah, you get free access to the community. You get free access, like my community. Like I'm starting to do some coaching in there for people that weren't my customers, but my customers get lifetime access for it. It's $47 a month, right? Because I'm bringing some value in there. I'm bringing some other people in there. I'm going to bring, right? What my vision for that community is not just digital marketing. It's to ask the community, like, hey, what do you want to learn about making money in the online space? And if I don't know about it, I'm going to go find the people that do, people that are the experts in their field, and invite them in to do a free training. Right. So if it's, man, I'm killing it in digital marketing. Oh, I got to be careful. If I'm making a lot of money in digital marketing and I want to start looking at investing in other things, real estate or whatever it may be, like I can go find that person through connections and in the school community, invite them in to come give a free training. And when you do it the right way, and I learned this inside the program, I didn't know this. Is this part of Make Your Life Path? I don't know what Make Your Life Path is. I have no idea what that is. If it's multi-level marketing, this is not it. Actually, the new guidelines for community guidelines for TikTok absolutely does not allow promoting multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales on the app any longer. Right. And so let's break down what it takes to make $10,000 in just the next 2 months before Thanksgiving. Right. At that top program, it only takes 12 customers to make $10,800. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Douglas. Sorry, man. That's the top program, right? If you did 300, you need 36. And see, when I began to see this, I was like, man, I want the most bang for my buck because when it's 100% profit, I can make my investment back with one sale. And then after that, I'm in profit mode. I'm from Texas, Douglas. What about you, brother? Right? I didn't want to have to go get 36 customers to make $10,000. I wanted the fast track. I wanted the most money that I could in the shortest amount of time. I wanted the most education, the most mentorship because I didn't know the first thing about making money in the online space. Man, that messed me up for a second. Northern South Dakota. Okay. I was actually in South Dakota. When was that? June? Yeah, it was June.
Yeah.
I was flying back. I was in Philly for work and flying back to Denver, back home. And there was a storm hit Denver, and we got rerouted to Rapid City, South Dakota. Got to land there for 2 hours and refuel and wait till the storm to clear. But I'd been to North or to South Dakota before, Rapid City, um, all the touristy stuff in there, the Badlands. Go over to Wyoming to the Devil's Tower, of course, Mount Rushmore and all that kind of stuff. But listen, if y'all want some more information, you can go click that link in my bio, that Linktree link. Go to the Daily Pay Champions one. You'll see a picture of my face there. What you're going to do, you're going to drop your email in. You'll see a short video from me kind of introducing the creator of this program, Michelle O'Neill, that started it. There'll be another video. She breaks down the automated system, how it gives you your time back, how it runs in the background for you 24/7, how making 100% profit combined with that really begins to unlock freedom for you. And then I will send you an email with my Freedom Formula Blueprint. If it's not in your inbox, check your spam junk promotions. But after her video, you can go through, you can look at my whole website. You can see all 4 options. You can even see the PAY plans. Reach out to me with any questions. I mean, you can watch videos on there. You can read my story. You can see my family. But reach out to me. Serious. Okay, someone else has talked to me about this as well. Her name sounds familiar. Gotcha. And listen, I'm gonna have to hop off here pretty quick. Get kiddos ready for bed. So, in the meantime, do we have any questions? I'm sure you got a ton, but what's your top question right now? Okay. I forgot to tell you guys. Let me break it. Let me let you know, right? At any level, there is a one time website fee for $39. Okay. Because that website is 95% built for you. And if you went out and had this website built for you, it would be a couple $1,000s. I appreciate the follow. Okay. But if you get started tonight at that top legacy builder program, whether it's on the plans, whether you buy it outright, whatever it is, I'm going to reimburse you that $39. Okay. So if that's you, you're like, man, I want to get going. I've got to do something different because what I'm doing is not getting us the life that we want. Money's tight. Like we can even look at zero down options. Okay. Even as low as $56 a month for that top one. Okay. I will reimburse you that $39 website fee. But if that's you, you're like, I know I've got to do something, Logan. I don't know what. It makes me nervous thinking about starting something online. I'm not a content creator, but if you're coachable and you're consistent and you're willing to lock arms and dive in, learn a new skill, like I'm here for you. You can get everything you need inside the program, but I think men need other men. I know men need other men because we want to do things on our own so much and we get isolated. And that's where things get real scary in our head. What's the biggest thing that scares you, Jason? Because I'm pretty sure I had all the same thoughts, brother. It's probably, will it work for me? I don't even know if I can create content. I mean, it works for him, it works for these other people he's talking about, but will it really work for me? Listen, I am going to tell you, you have to be coachable. You have to be consistent. You cannot. If you're not making money in the online space, you've never created content, you don't have a following, you cannot get in here and go, I don't like what they're saying in that training. I'm not going to do that. Money is my biggest thing, and I'm not confident in myself. Listen, dude, I can tell you right now, like, this is one of the biggest things inside my community because men have reached a state. I'm going to go off on a tangent. Men have reached a state in our lives that we don't win anymore. A lot of us were a part of a team growing up, youth sports, school. We were a part of organizations. We were a part of something bigger than ourselves, other than just a job. And we go to a job and we feel like we're beat down, and we look at our bank account and we feel like we're beat down, and we come home and we look at our family and we feel like we're not doing enough to provide, but we don't know what else to do. And we start to lose our confidence and we start to lose that warrior that's inside of us, that one that knows there's more to life than just always struggling, thinking, how did I get here? Right? I want to lock arms with other men and help them start winning in the online space, just like Brian, just like Justin's inside my community, just like Mike that was on my YouTube a while ago. Right? I've got 54 members inside my community. It's barely over a month old. Kim's inside my community. It's brand new. We're learning this thing together. Is starting my own community scary? Absolutely. But you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it step by step. I'm learning along the way. I'm doing it scared because I want to help other dads actually get time back with their family. I want to help other dads start creating those finances that start giving them options. I'm not talking $20 a month, $40 a month here and there. I'm talking life changing income. And if you only have the belief for 300 or 600 or $900 a month to start with, that's okay. Start with that belief because I'm going to believe in you and know that you can start having your own 5, 10, $20,000 months too if you're consistent and if you're coachable and if you stay plugged in. Like that's why I started my community is to help dads win again, help men win again, help men step up and have that confidence to lead their families in a life that you can only imagine. Because what would it feel like if you started making ten to $20,000 a month in the online space, but you were doing it from your phone in 20-minute segments a day, or you had replaced your full time income and you had options where you could walk away from your job, you could work from home, you could work from anywhere from your phone. Uh, I try and go 4 days a week. Um, right now, Mondays is out and Tuesdays are out. But I'm working turnaround at the plant right now. So we're working 6 days a week, 72 hours a week. But so I try and go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I try the weekdays. I try and go live at 7:30 every day. I'll always schedule the event. So when my content goes out, it'll have the link there. Um, but also you can learn some more information. You can click that link in my bio. Um, drop your email in there. When you get that email from me, reach out to me. But I try and go live 4 days a week at 7:30, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturdays are kind of hit and miss, depending on what we're. Well, I'll get home from work, eat some dinner, do that. But weekends are kind of weird because most of my perfect customers, blue collar dads, hardworking dads, and what do we want to do on that weekend when we actually have time off? We want to spend it with our families. So listen, I get it. I get it. Think doing it scared. I get it thinking, I just don't know if it'll work for me. Let me break it down a little bit. Just that $900 top program, right? It's a one-time investment. This isn't a yearly thing. This isn't monthly fees. If you broke that $900 down over a year, look, it's less than $2.50 a day. That's more than a 20-ounce bottle of Coke. That's more than a 16-ounce energy drink. Or less than a 16-ounce energy drink, less than a bottle of Coke. That's less than a 44-ounce fountain drink at most places. Most people say, well, I can't afford $900 to have my own online business. One where I make 100% profit on 4 done for you digital products. One that I get a free automated system given to me to run in the background 24/7. And I learned the skills to start having 5, 10, $20,000 months from my phone working 2 hours a day. I don't have $900 to do that. But you've got $2.50 a day to go to McDonald's at 13 bucks for a meal. You've got a cup $4 or $5 a day to go buy a coffee at the gas station and something to eat. You got $5 to go buy an energy drink. You got 3 or 4 bucks to go buy a 44-ounce fountain drink and a bag of chips. It's just a mindset shift. Like it's going, well, I could give up my frou coffee for I just don't even drink coffee anyways. I could give up my energy drinks for a month and start creating income in the online space. I could start having $900 days coming in following a proven program. But it's my mission to help 3 dads a week the rest of this year to start their own online business. Start wherever they want to start, whatever's based on their budget, based on their goals. Help them start their own online business and lock arms with them. They get inside my community for free. They get my mentorship. They get access to me. They get inside the community of over 56,000 people with the program. So when you sign up, how much do you have to pay up front? So it depends on the options, right? Some people get it for zero down. There's a bunch of different options on there. Okay. So Jason, if you want to send me a message, or you can look at it on my site, but if you want to send me a message, I can kind of break it down because now you can actually send screenshots inside Messenger, but I can't show you everything here on the Tiki Talkie. Shoot, man, we could even set up like a Google Meet where I could pull up the program, show you inside the program, show you inside the community. Right? Shoot, I can show y'all inside the community real quick. And I got to get off here. Y'all want to see inside the community? I'll show you some wins inside the community. Drop a one in the comments if you want to see inside the community.